Hello everybody,
What's up, guys?
we're back for vlog number 2, all about Alberta, Canada. Last we left you off was at Jared's house, and so we'll pick it up from there. In the morning we woke up, we left Jared's house, we grabbed groceries, and then we went to get our front windshield fixed because we got a chip in it while we were driving through Saskatchewan. And then
we went to Banff, and we just hung out in the town a little bit, and then we went to visit our friend Robin, who works for this company that does horseback riding tours in Banff, and you can go into like the streams and the mountains and stuff. So we went to visit her, and we met her little horse that she was riding, which was very cute. And yeah, it was super cool. They have like a ton of horses there, so it was really fun to see that. And then after we finished there, we drove up to Lake Louise and took some pictures there for Instagram, hung out a little bit. It was a little bit crazy, but yeah, it was fun. It's a beautiful view.
yeah, and then after Lake Louise, we made our way up Highway 93 towards Jasper, and on our way we stopped at Lake Peyto, which is a very underrated lake that not a lot of people actually go to because it's a bit out of the way, but it's definitely a lake worth stopping at. I really love the lake. It's got a beautiful scenery, and the lake kind of looks like the Pokemon Ditto. I don't know if that's just me, but that's just what I think it looks like, and so that's another reason why I think it's so cool. Another thing too, while we were up there, it was actually snowing, which was really weird because it was still
Snowing in
June
the
when that
summer.
happened. It's June 26th, and it's snowing. That's all I got. Not bad.
Look at that snow!
I can just
Okay.
shop. So after Lake Peyto, we went back to our campsite and we set up again for the night. Last time I talked about our bed, I just talked to you about how comfortable it was, but it's quite a process to set it up. We move everything from the back of the car and put it into the front seats, and then we bring out the air mattress, the bed sheets, the sleeping bags, and the pillows, and then hop in. And so it is quite the process, but it's definitely worth it. Then we slept for the night, woke up the next day, and went to Maligne Canyon. And that's where there's a couple waterfalls and different rock formations that have formed from the water over the thousands of years. And then after Maligne Canyon, we went to the Fairmont because...
Yeah, so the Fairmont is rumored to be where, when my family first came to Canada, my nana went and worked. So I want to stop by there, check it out, and he was a cook. So we went and had lunch at the Fairmont, and it was really yummy food. I got a really good grilled cheese, gluten-free of course, and a really yummy like tomato bisque, which was really good. And he got a burger, which he liked a lot.
Yeah, it was so good.
Just walked around a little bit, and then we left and went to Lake Edith.
Yeah, then we went to Lake Edith because I wanted to go swimming. Lake Edith in the summer, after a few hot days, Lake Edith is good because it stays still a lot, and it's pretty far from the glaciers. That it's really blue, but it can get pretty bearable and like nice temperature water for swimming. However, when I went swimming, it was not bearable, so I don't recommend it. But it was one thing I wanted to do off my bucket list, so I'm glad I did it. And after Lake Edith, we went back and had dinner at our campsite. After dinner, we went back out at around 8 o'clock to Athsabasca Falls, and we were there until 9:30, but it felt like 20 minutes because it gets dark so late. It's dark at like 10:30, 11 up there, that we were so shocked that we were there for an hour and a half. But it was so beautiful. There's so much to see there at Athsabasca Falls that you just want to keep exploring the area. And that was it for day 1. Day 2, we went up to Maligne Lake, and it was quite an eventful drive. Before we got on the main road up to the lake, we saw 2 elk on the side of the road, and then on the road we saw just off the side was a big...
Bear.
No, it was a big bear.
Well, he was cute.
Yeah. There's a big bear on the side of the road, and then...
and some dudes got out to take selfies with it, but whatever.
And then 5 minutes up the road, there was an eagle from 5 minutes up the road from the bear. We stopped again because there was an eagle up in the trees.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And then we got up to Moline Lake. We opted not to do the boat cruise that day, although we keep hearing that we should have. So if any of you are ever up in Jasper, make sure you do the Moline Lake boat cruise out to Spirit Island. It's rated like the #1 rated boat cruise in Canada. So it's definitely worth it. After Moline Lake, we drove back into the town of Jasper.
And on the way, we saw another bear.
Oh yeah.
A little cub. And there was people everywhere getting out of the cars, parking their cars, tour buses trying to drive through. It was a scene and a half, and we were just like, we ain't getting out of the car. That's sketchy.
Yeah, definitely not safe to do. When there's a bear cub, there's a mama bear, and you don't want to mess with that.
And then
we got to the town of Jasper.
Yeah, then we got to Jasper, hung out there for a bit, went to Tim's, did a little bit of work using their Wi-Fi, got some much needed warm drinks because it was so cold up there. And yeah. And
then we went back to our campsite, had dinner, got in bed, we were watching Netflix, and out of the corner of my eye, I see through our little window, which is like this big, I see an elk's butt in the window, and I'm just like, oh my god, Jess, oh my god.
So we like rip open the curtains.
Rip open the curtains and reveal a family of elk just walking through our campsite like we're not even there.
Yeah, it was really cool because it was like we were in this little bubble where like no one could see us, and they were just like doing their own thing, and it was honestly insane. They were like 2 feet away from us.
Yeah, it
And
was.
Adrian was like lost his mind.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Roll the clip.
Look at this guy.
Wait, there's one by the garbage can too. A baby.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god.
Don't eat my towel. Crazy. The baby's still over there.
This is crazy.
Yo, what? Look out on that side. Huh?
Oh my god, that was crazy. Baby looked right at us.
I know. I think he heard me make a noise. Or she. That booty.
That booty down.
Booty be poppin'. Oh, that was...
Okay, so the next morning we packed up our stuff, put the car all back together, and then started driving down the 93 to BC. We drove through Kootenay, and then we got to Lussier Hot Springs, which is a super cool like natural hot springs in the side of like a river, and people have made like little natural I don't know, pools made out of like they stacked rocks and stuff, so it keeps all the hot water in. And the water was like super hot. It was super cool. It was kind of like off the grid, like you had to drive like 20 or 30 minutes on the side of like a cliff on a dirt road that at some points was like legit 1 lane, and there was only like little turnouts. So yeah, we went there. That was really cool. It was super warm and really pretty. It was like hotter than a legit hot tub.
Yeah,
you like stick your arm in and you take it out and it's like vibrant red. But it was a really cool experience.
Yeah, really cool experience. I'm glad we got to do that and check that one off the list. And then after that, we continued driving into Montana, where we were pulling in late in the evening, and Jess was doing most of the driving. And along the back roads in Montana, no lights, nothing, pitch black. We had a few deer incidents where Jess had to hit the brakes and dodge a deer as I'm half sleeping and I just wake up. Oh my god, what's happening? What's going on? Where are we? And it was just
But your girl saved the day.
yeah, we didn't hit any deer. All deer made it out. We made it out alive, and it was a good wake up late in the night. 12 o'clock, we pulled into Montana, went to bed.
Crashed hard.
Yeah, and then had a really good weekend with Jared and his family, where hung out at the beach, went boating for a bit,
Went tubing.
Yeah.
Played some
baseball.
with his family.
Played spoons. Jess got a little violent. And Jess got a few cuts on her hands trying to grab the spoons. She was so into it.
Who was it? Who wounded me?
I'm not sure.
Gonna call you out.
And that was just a fun time. Good weekend. There's so many of Jared's family and friends that was up there with us.
Yeah, that was really fun.
And it was a lot of fun. My biggest memory, though, has to be on the last day, July 1st, Canada Day. It's also NHL free agency, and the Leafs were trying to make a splash. And so we went out golfing in the morning, and you just ruined the whole clip.
You're gonna tell your story.
No, it's relevant now. We're on the
Irrelevant?
13th. We're on the 13th hole. I refreshed Twitter, and I hop out of the golf cart while Jared's driving and start running down the hole because I'm just so excited, screaming, ah! Jumping and hugging Dale. Yeah, Jared's dad. Like, yeah, we did it. We don't suck anymore. And then, I couldn't breathe for the next 3 holes.
And you wouldn't stop talking about it.
Hyperventilating. I asked Jared. I didn't stop talking about it for the rest of the round. I don't even remember how my golf game was. I think it went down the drain because I was just so excited. It was never there. It was always in the drain. But yeah, that was a great time. We had a great weekend. And
yeah, so much fun.
That was our time in Alberta.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching. We will
stay tuned for the next vlog.
see you next time.
Get excited.
Peace.
Bye.